Good afternoon. It is March 25th, Monday, March 25th. It's Monday night.
It is Monday night.
Yeah, it's like Monday night SmackDown,
Yeah.
Monday night Raw. No, it's Monday night here at the Y Kingdom Ministries office. We're winding down, about to maybe grab a little boob tube.
Hallelujah.
Amen. It has been a weekend. We had planned to go to a Christian concert, Elevation Worship
That's right.
concert in Dallas, and for some reason, between the Wednesday night and the Thursday morning, they completely sold out the last 150 tickets that they had, or something like that, right?
Oh, yes. I was very sad.
Yeah, so we had to cancel the hotel reservations and reschedule some things. And he said, you know what? We're going to do something anyway. We just don't know what. And Friday's kind of going around and we're toying around with maybe we can do this and maybe we'll do this. And we kind of said, well, maybe we can go camping. Do you think we can pull it off? And it was some last minute things. We have to wash the truck. We have to, load it up. We have to get the camping and gear because we hadn't been camping yet, but we've got these tents and air mattresses and stuff. And we've been fishing a bunch, and it's a great fishing place that Laura said was in
Lake
Somerville,
Mm-hmm.
And Birch Creek.
Birch Creek Unit. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't recommend going there, but I'll tell you why in a minute. So anyway, so we said, I said, let me wash the truck and get it all washed up, and Stella had gotten home from school, and she wanted to help me out. So I got the wash bucket, and Laura had bought it the other day, and we got the wash bucket and poured the soap in there, and I had my rag, the brand new nice one, and Stella was going to use another one to wash the other side of the truck, and the kid grabbed a Brillo pad and started, scratching and circularly scratching and up and down scratching the side of the truck from pretty much the passenger door. And so when I made it around, it was just a tearjerker. Just to see the brand new truck scratched up like that. It was, and so it's like, I appreciate your help, but get away from.
She was so happy to help.
I know. And then she was sad that I was upset that she helped and whatever. So anyway, so we waxed the truck, and that whole wax on, wax off experience, the Danielson.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Grasshopper, was, a very labor-intensive experience, and there's still, wax here and there that still is not taken off. But we stayed on there until we were supposed to be at the campsite by no later than 7:30 to get in there and get our site. And it was an hour and a half away, and we didn't. It was like 5:30 by the time we're getting the wax off there and leaving, and so obviously we got there. It was already dark. We had to set up the tents in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, let's just call the lady on the way there. So we called the lady, and we didn't even have a reservation for that day. Somehow the lady who walked Laura through it online or over the phone or however this worked, they scheduled it for Saturday and Sunday, and here we are down there Friday, and I'm like, so now what do we do? I don't know, the park police, we'll have to see. And we had already like 45 minutes into our drive.
Yeah.
So
it worked out just fine, though.
Yeah, it worked out great.
It did.
So we thought that, here's what we'll do. We'll just go set the tents up and all that. While it's light out, we'll run to the grocery store real quick, get our stuff, and then, no big deal. So we set the tents up. We went to the grocery store. One little convenience store is closed. One gas station thing's closed. There is a restaurant. Oh, but they just closed 10 minutes ago. Here it is at 9 something. There's a bait shop. I said, maybe we can get that. So we bought some minnows, and that guy was pretty cool. I think he drank Coors Light all day, or
something.
Bud Light, or
he was toasty.
Yeah, it's a 24-hour bait shop, and he lives in the trailer right behind it, and all he does is drink Bud Light or Coors Light and liquor all day. And we had met him at the end of one of those days, but we got some minutes from him. He was a nice guy.
Honk for bait.
Yeah. Just honk your horn if you need some more bait. I'll be back here drinking. Yes, all right, man. Sounds good. So conveniently located right next to the campsite, 25 miles away, was the grocery store, which we finally made it to. And, man, the hours on this thing, I don't know how they stay in business. It opens at 9, which is great, but they close at 4, which is surprising.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the afternoon, you close, and they're closed on the weekends. And here it is Friday night. We don't have a stitch of food, maybe some fruit snacks or something.
Yeah, I had snacks.
Yeah, and so now it was like, what are you going to do now? Everyone's hungry. The kids are it's 3 hours past their bedtime. We done left them at the campsite because we said we'd be right back. And so we went to a gas station. I dropped Laura off at the front just in case this thing was about to close. And I parked the truck, and she went inside. And after, I'm the type of guy, I don't like people open the doors on my truck. I don't like my stuff scratched. I don't like you, just acting like you don't care about your vehicle, smashing the side of other vehicles, or your kids are doing it or whatever. I don't roll like that. That's one thing I don't do. You know what I mean? I park in the back of the parking lot. I park on the side, edge up to a handicapped spot. I don't want people to open up doors on my car or truck or any vehicle. And so that's how I am. So I rolled over to the very last parking spot of, the the Banjoville that we were at, and
It's country.
super country. So I stepped out of the. You can probably hear that. I stepped out of the truck, and my brand new Nike, the left one, is up, up to the socks that I pull up for the mosquitoes. My sock is almost complete. The foot is fully submerged in this mud hole or whatever it is, and I stepped out the truck and I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. And I'm supposed to be meeting Laura inside the gas station. She's looking out the window like I'm lost, and I'm like, I can't go in there with this one muddy shoe like this. But I just took a towel, wiped it off, took one for the team. I fit right in when I went inside, though.
See, I'm glad you took one for the team because I jumped in without a purse or wallet or anything else. And I was standing there waiting.
We figured this thing out. They said, well, sir, we've had this chicken that's right here that's been on this hot plate for 10 hours, and we're about to throw it away, but we'll sell it to you for $5, so.
It was good.
Yeah, it was great. Whenever you go into a gas station to buy food, this was the one to buy some fried chicken from. We got about a 10-piece from them, right?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, she sold it to us for $5. What was about to be thrown in the trash. So anyway, and then what else did we do, Laura?
We went fishing.
We went night fishing.
We went night fishing on Lake Somerville. And
we didn't go catching, that's for sure.
Well, that's why they call it fishing and not catching.
Well, we did a lot of fishing and zero catching. Zero catching.
It happens.
We went fishing at night, and I don't know, we had bobbers rigged up, and later the next day we realized that it was only probably about 1.5 foot worth of water that we were throwing these minnows up in and whatever. So
it was dark, we couldn't see.
We went out there. It was freezing cold with the wind coming off the lake and everything.
Very
Lake
windy.
Somerville. Don't recommend that you go there, but anyway. So we woke up early, and I said, we'll wake up early in the morning, see what we're doing, figure out what's going on with this stuff, with our minnows we just bought. It was great. We woke up in the morning, and this woman, Laura, she put together this coffee barista experience. That was none other, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
A
how I roll.
campfire, percolating thermos coffee, something or other. The grain, it kind of like percolates over the wood fire. It was awesome. By the way, the wood fire was donated by our good friend Craig Wallace and Mallory with NAFEX, North American Firewood Exchange. They donated a truck full of, it was enough wood where it almost broke the Tundra in half, where we had to take some off because it was riding on the, on the suspension or whatever. It was no more spring left at all. It was riding on the frame. But thanks for that, Craig and Mallory. Hope you guys are doing good. And we sent Craig a picture the second day of our food. But anyway, we woke up in the morning. We went out to breakfast.
Yes, we went to breakfast.
Went to the butcher shop and everything, and that was all nice. And got some more minnows and some more bait. Went out there fishing, fished all day. Caught nothing again. But there was people catching fish. There was guys reeling in fish, 2 fish, 3 fish. Oh, there he is with another one. There he is with another one.
There was a lot of crappie.
Not us. Apparently, we were convinced we were in the wrong spot. Nothing. And so, crappie or whatever.
Crappie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Smaller hooks.
Yeah, we need smaller hooks. Yeah. It's the whole thing, the whole Somerville experience. So I said, you know what? We're gonna fish late at night. You know, these guys are in the prime time spot. We're in the wrong spot. Let's just go back to the campfire. We had a little scary moment yesterday of saying, hey, I'm without food. Everyone's hungry. And as a man, as a provider, I don't know how to put this together. I don't have a bow and arrow or a shotgun to kill some of these little deer that was running around. So, you know, and obviously my fishing skills would start. We'd be like skeletons walking around. It'd be nothing but flies around us if everyone was counting on me to feed them through my fishing skills. So I said, let's just leave the stuff we bought at the market. Let's just cook some food. And I'm telling you, that dinner, it was amazing. It was the highlight of the trip.
It was delicious.
Wood fire, cooking wood. Well, there was a brush fire kind of deal, but then the cooking wood was
We had
caught the logs on fire and put them exactly under the thing. And we had some chicken breast. We had
sausage.
Some jalapeno cheddar stuffed sausage.
And baked potatoes.
We had some baked potatoes up, in the bed of the, the
Wood.
fire pit,
Mm-hmm.
baking, and everything turned out perfect. It was so awesome. That was my favorite.
S'mores.
After that, we had some s'mores, and then the sun was going down. I said, you know what? Let's get back over there. We are not blanking. I am not failing. I'm going to catch a fish. And we went out there and we fished, and then by the time the fish started biting, the kids are falling asleep, and they're taking glow sticks and cracking them in half, and now there's glow all over the beach and all over, throwing them on each other and all over their face. And, I'm cold. I got to, just the whole thing. So Laura's tending to the kids, and all of a sudden a fishing rod that's a foot away from her is, there's a catfish on it. It's bending the rod in half, and help. I'm like, throw the kid down. You know what I mean? So 2 times this happens, and needless to say, we didn't catch any fish. The fish are biting really good, and then Ranger Rick waddles his butt down with a flashlight at 10:06 to let us know that, sir, the park closes at 10 o'clock, and it's 10:06. And I'm like, sir, it's my first time here. We don't know that. Oh, it's posted everywhere. I didn't see it posted one place, But anyway, they should have it posted that if you come here to catch fish, you may not catch any fish after being here all weekend. That's what they should post at the park.
Oh.
It was terrible. It was embarrassing and terrible. Even the kids were like, Danny, we came here to fish, but you didn't catch any fish. I didn't have any fun. So I said, you know what? All right, we got kicked out. We moseyed back to the campfire. Ranger Rick was nice enough to make sure we made it home safely. That guy. Anyway, so we woke up early in the morning, actually every 15 minutes on the very comfortable Posturepedic
Oh my goodness.
sleep number air mattress I had. Every 15 minutes I woke up. It was so comfortable.
You sound like you had a horrible weekend.
No, we had a great weekend. It was I think it's just that Somerville I didn't like. But 4:30 in the morning, I had enough. I'm going to go out there and catch some fish. I know the park doesn't open until 6 o'clock, but Ranger Rick will just have to wait. So I started a fire and got the coffee going, and we got there about 10 minutes before 6 because I didn't want to hear another word from Ranger Rick. I was in that mood. And the Filipino people, the Vietnamese people, whoever they were, had 30 fishing rods spread out across the fishing area. And there was a little area left that may have had some fish that I posted up our 5 rods, and they were fishing with minnows. We were fishing with the same kind of minnows. We threw it out. They're reeling in. I'm telling you, they had a cooler full, overflowing, coming out. I'm watching them reel in every single one. Their 25, 30 rod operation. 4 people's got this little deal going where they're catching these fish. We didn't catch nothing. Zero. And then someone came up right beside us, and they're reeling them in. Boom, boom. And they're looking at me. Well, you need to use these ghost minnows. Your hook's too big, and this and that. And it's like pool advice. It ain't cool. You know what I mean? Okay, you're catching fish, and I'm not. I appreciate that you're feeling sorry for me, but I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I'm a man. I'll figure this thing out. Right? I'll go to the grocery store and buy some fish. But anyway, done with it. We left. And that's kind of how I was feeling. I didn't throw the minnows in there, but we definitely threw them on a hook and just donated them to the fish. We fed the fish. We went, go fish. Go fish. Anyway, But on the way back, we heard that there was a hailstorm in the McKinney area, and that is so awesome. That's so exciting if you're in the roofing business to hear of a hailstorm and just to see on the news where the windows are busted out and skylights are broken and people from all around are just coming to the hailstorm to see the damage and to just record it on their cell phones and videos, and people want to go there obviously in the roofing business because this is how you feed your family and this is what gets you kicked off. I mean, this is the first storm of the season, this big one in McKinney. And as a matter of fact, we have a friend in McKinney that's in the roofing business, Mr. Ron Callender, a personal friend of mine. He has a Kingdom business, truefenceandroof.com to check him out. What's his number, Laura?
Ron's number is 469-298-9646.
And that's True Fence and Roof. If you just got your tax return and you want to get a new fence or an estimate on one, if you meet him, you will do business with him. I know that for a fact. And if you want a free roof inspection, that's the guy. He drives a silver F350 or something Ford. Good dude. But anyway, I definitely vouch for him. And in the Tyler area, we have another warrior out there. This old country dude. He don't work for himself. He works for a company. But man, he's got some pictures. They got some big, heavy construction equipment out there. I mean, they're lifting trees off of houses, and they're actually doing it on a very large scale of roofing in a smaller type of area. But yeah, they're in the Tyler area. It's old Tucker Ward. Who's he with?
He's with ASAP Roofing and Construction.
ASAP Roofing and Construction. He's had some podcast that he records himself talking on a cell phone or something like this. And they're blessing and they're going above and beyond and giving back or something. But at the end of the day, they build roofs. And if you want a straight up dude, a straight up guy that's sold out for God and he's in the roofing business, is Tucker Ward.
That's the truth.
Yeah. So what's his number again?
At ASAP Roofing, it's 903-363-9160.
Yeah, and our buddy Glenn Watkins, he is rocking and rolling in the Kingdom Home Care. So yeah, that's a Kingdom business. But Glenn is actually meeting with Ron tomorrow, and they're supposed to come up and devise some game plan of how to work together, and maybe this will be a divine alignment. They can work together in the roofing business, or I don't think Ron Callender is going to work in the home care business, but man, this will be a nice cash injection, hopefully, for Glenn Watkins. And there's not a more honest person that I've ever met than Ron Callender and Glenn. So them meeting tomorrow, that's going to be a blessing, I'm sure. Well, that's all I got. What else? Are we missing something?
No.
Yeah, tomorrow we're building roofs. Or not roofs. We're building fences tomorrow. We have a handful of little projects going on tomorrow, so we're happy. We're blessed. We just wanted to give back and share that with you. If you want to contact us, this is Y Kingdom Ministries. The phone number here is 346-291-3131. We always appreciate any calls, and we'll talk about your company or some situation that you'd like us to discuss on or off a podcast. We'll do that. Also, you can email us.
Yes.
ykingdomministries@gmail.com. Glenn has an email, ykingdomministriesnow@gmail.com. He's in the Dallas area if you want him to pray with you or anything like that. So, thank you, everybody. We love you. Laura?
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Good night.